Greetings and welcome to another episode of Together We Rise. My name is Kain Stromberg, the Cosmic Surfer, and it is my passion and privilege to be able to share with you all the information that I have discovered through my own experiences in life, as well as that gifted to me by Source. It is my passion to inspire others to empower themselves, to ignite that spark within so that you can be a beacon of light for others lost in the dark and the fog and the illusion aspect of the matrix world, to provide you the key to unlock that door of infinite potential within. Today we're going to share information about how to remove anxiety or the negative effects of it, and to actually look to a future event with excitement as opposed to negativity. Be sure to continue watching, and if you have not yet done so, please subscribe to the channel. Click that button. So, allow me to start with a story. Once upon a time in a land far away, actually not that far, next road over, there lived a man named Kain, and he worried what others thought of him, the way that he was perceived. He then went about acting in a way that he thought and believed others wanted him to be seen. I had anxiety. I developed social anxiety. I developed anxiety about being good enough, the way others saw me. And I developed a lot of anger and frustration within. I'm always open in these truths, these stories that I tell, as life is one big story. You are character one, and this is the adventure that you're upon. I am now 14 stone. At one point, I was 18 stone, and I walked around like this, looking for trouble, looking for things to make me angry. I didn't realise this is what I was doing, but now I do. Was I a failure? Was I actually not good enough then, or was I good enough as I was? I felt like a failure. In a moment, we will discuss anxiety and how to turn it into excitement. First of all, what is anxiety? It is a want, it is a thought about a future event, and a want to control the outcome of it. It is to do with your relationship to your thoughts. The future is not happening. Only your attention on that potential future event is taking place, and it's happening within your mind. Therefore, you are creating the exact thing which you are then being affected by focusing on that negative aspect of future potential within that event and attaching to it, and then trying everything you can to change it, to focus on it super close. You lose sight of everything else. I've been rushing around today. It's the hottest day of the year, and I have finished everything, taken time to jump on and record this video. And I thought about it. I thought how once upon a time, leading up to going away camping for the weekend, I'd have been anxious that I had this and this, and it was all done, and there was checklists and this and that and the other. But now I'm just super excited. I'm like, yay! But it's the same feeling. So I've looked, and within the ability to learn, I am qualified in mental health awareness, and I am specialising and moving towards anxiety release and removal in my speciality, because it is so close to my heart, because I was once crippled by anxiety and now I'm free. I have created already a freedom from anxiety course that houses within it very powerful tips and tricks and techniques, such as simply attaching something to each finger that you are grateful for on one hand, and something that you are excited to experience on the other. If you feel anxious, remind yourself of the gratitude that you have and the things that you're excited for. As in truth, the biological experience that is taking place within you is the same when you get excited as when you get anxious. You have just attached it to a positive or a negative thought, future event. It's the exact same representation taking place inside you. So simply focus on the positives and the things that you are excited for, and use that anxiety to fuel the development of that which you are excited to experience. I am in a place of absolute wonderment. I am so happy and so excited every day of my life because I create it. So I get up and I'm fueling my passion. I'm fueling the creation of the world of tomorrow, laying the foundations so that together we can continue to build that world of true equality. It's all to do with the education of the children, starting from the ground up, strong foundations to build the world of tomorrow from, and it will be the feminine qualities, the women of the world, that will educate the children, that will birth them in a way that is allowing them freedom to learn and to grow and to be themselves and exist in that flow. And in a moment I'm actually going to create a pillar of protective white light, a bubble video for the mainstream meditation channel, a guided meditation to protect your energy body in this current time. Yet the bubble of fear is something that we can continuously break free from. I have done a video on it in the past, so if you have not yet watched that one, I suggest that you do. Failure. Anxiety is linked to a forward projection of an event and the expectation of it to happen in a certain way dependent on past events. So something happened in the past, so you expect for it to happen in the future. So you look for events where it may take place again, where you may be embarrassed, where you may be shamed, where you may feel inadequate, and then you become anxious over even being able to go outside in case you experience that again. I've been there. And I empathise with you. But I will not actually attach to it, because then I am lowering my own energies as well as yours. So instead, I uplift. I uplift myself and I look for the positives in everything else. And once again, education is key, as we're only ever able to do anything in life with the tools and information we have at our disposal to allow us to actually go about experiencing that which we are able to experience. Again, the law of attraction. The governing law of existence is the law of attraction and the law of free will. It's your it's your choice, whatever you think, whatever you do. If you attach ownership to that thought, a thought is not actually yours to own. It comes in and out. On some level, over a period of time, you can choose not to have certain thoughts, but if they do come up, you don't judge yourself for them, you don't condemn yourself, you don't look down upon yourself. You just allow, accept, and let it go. Education. Vibrate in a resonant body, vibrational frequency of love, of acceptance, of gratitude, of positivity and excitement, and that is all you will see. If you exist in vibrational alignment with a victim or a poor me, you will always walk that path. The path of victimhood cannot have a creator walk upon it. To be a creator is to align with creativity, to know that even those thoughts of negativity I have created, if somebody, listen to this, right, really listen to this, somebody comes over and frustrates you, it is within your mind that the thought is taking place that has triggered a feeling of frustration, that has triggered the response and the emotion, energy and motion. It's happening within you. You are creating it in your own self. Due to past programs, yes. And it is not your fault. It is being created by you. And that is the work I specialise in a completion, past trauma and limitational freedom. To actually go back to past events and to free the subconscious mind from it or the negative attachments to it. We can't change the past, but we can change our view and attachment to it, and in so change the past. Time travel, so we can change the past. We just can't physically do so, but we can mentally do so, energetically do so. So, an acorn tree spends all summer harnessing the energy from the earth, withstanding the storms and the winds of life, growing its beautiful acorns. And one day, the acorn falls, plummets to the ground, and lands face down in the mud. I have done this exact thing. I have plummeted from trying to create too big a defense system around myself to stop people seeing the weakness that I was carrying within, that I was ashamed of and that I was trying to hide. As though I was a house and my foundations were crumbling. So I actually realized this and started to change the foundations, to take out the old rotten timber structure and replace it. But in doing so, I also placed a massive castle-like structure around it. This just added too much weight to the already weakened foundation, and the whole thing came tumbling down. Yet now I mindfully place one brick upon another, cleaning off the old bricks, learning from them, and building from a foundation that I have spent a long, long time in creating. A foundation that will hold up the most gigantic of castles, that can provide shelter for everyone. So the acorn tree does not fear that it is a failure by falling over, and we would view the acorn as successfully falling to the ground and successfully finding its way into darkness, so that it can then bloom, sprout, send its shoots into the ground, its roots and its shoots up to the sky the following spring. It goes into darkness, it goes into a state of rest to then emerge when the external conditions are optimal for it to do so. Yet when we fall over, we feel that we have failed. Especially being a man. Get up, boy. How many of you were told, get up, boy? Brush it off, stiff upper lip and all that. Get on with it. To fall over is actually to be able to learn how to get back up. To fail is to be able to experience the duality of reality, the ups and downs, the waves of existence, as now and together, now and forever. We are surfing the waves of existence together. Always, eternally, you and I dancing rhythmically together in this play we call life. Are you a failure? Have you failed? How about this? Yes, I'm a failure. I've failed in the past. But failure is not negative. And that is what needs to be taught. That is the education which needs to be passed on. That failure is not negative. Failure is falling around in learnings until realizing everything. Life is one big failure. Failure is positive. Failure is how we grow. Failure to hold on to that acorn is how it drops to the floor and develops and grows into a new tree that is able to shelter countless life forms itself. Without failure, there is no growth. Without falling over, we do not learn how to get back up. Next time you look at an event in future and you become anxious of it, look for the exciting qualities within it. Look for how you could actually go about and overcome what you would potentially see as a negative or a fear, and overcome it and be excited to do so. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. As united we stand, and together we rise. Grand rising, all you beautiful, beautiful souls. Thank you, as always, for being part of my journey as I am part of yours. Please, if you have not done so, there is a multitude of things to actually announce and draw your attention to. There is the Mind Festival Facebook page, an online festival dedicated to mental health awareness that I am honoured and privileged to have been asked and taken on the role of ambassador to. Thank you. There is the radio show, housed on Vibe So Late FM, Vibe So Late. It's never too late to vibe. Vibe So Late FM, Wednesday lunchtimes, midday mindfulness. There is obviously the YouTube channels, Kosmic Surfer and Mainstream Meditation, which houses all our beautiful transcendental and transformational meditations. And there is the website, greatestversion.club. There is a free anxiety removal course. There is a free self or personal empowerment course. And then there is a life-changing 5 steps to freedom and personal empowerment course, which is like nothing else ever created. It sets you free from limitations of old, teaches you powerful techniques of self-empowerment, and actually takes you on a journey forward in time to unite with your truest self and be able to utilize all the information that you have experienced and collected then. Today is the only day, and now is the only time. So I strongly suggest that after this video, just go through to the description, click the link to the website and sign up and take one of those free courses. It's free. The techniques are all 3 or 4 minutes long, and they will change your life in such a fundamental way, as I have done so myself, and I am honoured and privileged to be able to bring to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart and with all my soul. I look forward to connecting with you again on a deeper level soon. And if anybody has any questions or topics of conversation, please drop me a comment, send me a message, connect with me whatever way you feel guided. Check out all the socials at Kosmic Surfer, Kosmic with a K, KS. Kain Stromberg, the Kosmic Surfer, now and forever, surfing those waves of existence together. United we stand, as one people, on this one earth, governed by one love. And together, united, we rise, as we continuously rise our consciousness levels and our vibration, expanding our consciousness and causing the very expansion of the universe itself. As you continue to expand your awareness, your consciousness, the universe must expand in order to house it. You create, my friend, the expansion of the very universe itself. And just as you are within the universe is within you. Go over and check out the Law of Attraction video as well on the Kosmic Surfer page if you have not yet watched that, and learn the truth of the Law of Attraction that very few actually educate in. Everything is dual. There is always darkness in the light, as there is always a light in the darkness. And the further that we are able to spread our light, the further it will reach and touch the hearts and souls of people around the entire globe. Thank you. I love you. And until next time, Namaste.